Play my stage. Side of it. I said you only cheat over it. Yes. Let's go.
I'm CEO. She has been extremely supportive. Thank you so much. The second recipient is the Deputy CEO, the HOD Public Interest Litigation Committee, Ms. Wangari Kagai.
I see Steve and Tess, and in absentia, Gloria, who is attending a training for the betterment of the Law Society, and Tom Kopere also gives apologies, is attending a budget and finance committee meeting which helps in answering the society. Steve and Tess, they look harmless, but I can tell you the day we were tear gassed. The day we were tear gassed at the police station, people changed faces. Gloria is also quite small body, but that day, today it's bad. We are going down with them. And they became the hecklers. I don't know if Samson or Mom is in the room, but that day after we were tear gassed and we said we'll come back in the evening. I said that we truly have some young, and that's why today the way people are saying we really celebrate the young ones. You don't need no going anywhere. It's not hard tear gas in Hawaii. It's gonna stay put. And there are so many young people who say they're not going anywhere. They're going to stay put until we break the entire night and get everyone out that day. My Vice President, so far from all the way from Garissa, also helping out. I hope I've not missed any one of you. One, we are coordinating, working those who are collecting people from the police station, coordinating also to ensure we are filing cases on time, helping each other review pleadings before they are filed. And I can tell you on day one, they're all at the police station showing their muscle, telling police they're not scared. So from the bottom of my heart, people sometimes celebrate and say think that it's because of them. I don't think it's because of them. I think it's because of them. And because of my branch chairs, which I am, Jehovah is here to, on behalf of the rest of the branch chairs, they made it possible for us to be all over the country. And to the young ones, you made it possible. We celebrate your time. Because without you sacrificing yourself, sacrificing your time, coming out to the different police stations, we wouldn't be able to make the impact today that we have, that people are talking about the Law Society. You are the Law Society. And therefore, I am confident that even past my time, we have heroes, we have warriors, we have great leaders amongst you. Keep the faith, keep pushing. Justice must be served in our country. The challenges that we keep facing, the challenges that we see only in our courtroom, don't give up. Who thought that we'd ever have a time like this in our country? And who tells you cannot be the next member of parliament, you cannot be the next judge, you cannot be the next head of state? by the small changes you make, by the small impacts that you do. You may not feel it, but the people of Kenya feel it. And the people of Kenya appreciate the efforts that you have made. So don't lose that fight. It is because of you that we've gotten to where we are. And it's because of you that we make greater impact, not only in our country, but also we are influencing other countries beyond our borders. So tonight is your night. I celebrate you. Thank you. God bless you.
Check 1, 2. Before you sit, because today is a day we celebrate our young advocates, and back then, we did not get a chance to be the same place and dance to Amukanayo. So I'll kindly ask everyone to be upstanding. We want our president and the
those committed to justice. In one of Martin Luther King's famous sayings, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. This was evident in every one of you who heeded our call, tirelessly advocating for the rights of the citizens and facing down adversity without wavering. We reminded our nation of the indomitable spirit of the legal profession and the role we must play as the defenders of justice and champions of public interest. To my council members, I offer you my deepest appreciation. Your support, your commitment have been invaluable, allowing the Law Society of Kenya to stand firm, united, and responsive in this critical time. Please clap for them. You have worked tirelessly to ensure that the society remains a bastion of integrity, courage, and unwavering advocacy, providing direction and support to every advocate who took part in this mission. Tonight, as we celebrate and congratulate everyone receiving certificates and or being awarded, we take cognizance of the fact that your work has been instrumental in safeguarding the rule of law and protecting the rights enshrined in our Constitution. Each of you has not only upheld the honor of our profession, but has also served as a powerful reminder of the Law Society's role in shaping a just and democratic society. In this evening, we celebrate your courage, your dedication, and the legacy you have created for future generations. The legal profession is not just about courtroom victories, it's about the victories of justice, often won from the halls of court. You are the embodiment of this victory, and your efforts during the Gen Z protest will be remembered as a milestone in our journey towards justice. In the words of Nelson Mandela, he reminds us that real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of the people. Each one of you has demonstrated what it means to be a true leader in our profession. You have set a standard for dedication, courage, and integrity that will inspire future advocates. Allow me to ask the chair of Nairobi branch to stand. And I congratulate him in terms of sacrifice. Our cars were at the Supreme Court. And I think people are wearing our coats, sitting, his laptop somewhere. I even lost he lost so much, his car was back.
One man, one woman. One man, one budget. And why do I find this contextual relevance in the above excerpt is that literature has a way to make an interplay between art, satire, as well as the realities we live in right now. To the organizers of this very, very auspicious event, and I say this because I convened the Public Interest Litigation Committee previously, and Faith did so too. We never thought it wise to have a gala dinner. Faith, we have learned. Manu and Steve, we highly fear you and respect you. Those of the people, by the people, empowering citizen participation. As Feroz Norwich Senior Counsel correctly puts it, the office of an advocate is a constitutional office. When impunity becomes a norm, defense of the Constitution becomes a duty. I want to thank you all for the sacrifice you have all laid and promise of a better partnership for a better space where human rights and development go hand in hand. Naomba uniruhusu pia nifupishe taarifa yangu leo kwa kuwa naogopa iwapo rais hana taarifa rasmi aliyoandika, alafu mimi ndio naonekana
where we talk about togetherness, we do not have people who can be able to do their job, because the most important institution created by the 20 Constitution is Parliament. But they are abdicated and decided just to be the rubber stamp of the president. And that is a big letdown. So all of you who are politically minded, you look like a politically minded guy, my student there. So all of you, I would encourage you to ensure that you stand up, you go and take those public positions. Otherwise you are going to get crazy people, Kina Oscars, Kina Kawajiko, and the rest calling the shots in Kenya. So it's my pleasure, those who will be awarded for their contributions, my congratulations in advance. And let us continue lifting the banner of the rule of law high, and the Constitution will die unless somebody stands to fight for it. So Irongo Hoto, the organization has done a good job. We continue with the collaborations, and I'm sure we shall get far.
To triple legal education and aid. We hope. So allow me just to speak on behalf of Amnesty Kenya. We are very pleased and honored to give the keynote remarks at this dinner to honor courageous advocates of the Gen Z Mandamano. Despite 11% growth in the number of lawyers who are admitted every year, 50% of Kenyans continue to experience conflict with the law perhaps every 4 years. That is with the exception of Amnesty International staff, members, and those of the Law Society of Kenya, who I think in the last 6 months have probably experienced conflict with the law, or at least with legal institutions, almost on every second day. 63% of our cases could be resolved with more legal literacy and empowerment. Our stations, our courts, and our prisons would be less congested than they are currently. Our correctional services would be a place of transformation, not places of incarceration. This year, the Law Society has had an incredible year. You have addressed or followed up on most of the 60 killings, the 71 abductions, and the 1,600 and more arbitrary arrests. You may not have saved everybody, but you did show up. Now, I know most of us have got into the habit when somebody calls us, particularly those people who want things from us, or maybe we owe them some money, and you start that phone call with, my battery, 5%, I can't talk for long. This year, I can't tell you how many advocates I spoke to who said exactly the same thing to me. But I knew that it's because they were working at the edges of their phones, that they had used their batteries way beyond the capacities that they thought that they needed. To Faith and to all of you who could have hung up, not answered your